Hello Sunshines and welcome to Demos with deVa. Today we're taking a look at Harmony, Fall of Reverie by Don't Nod. The fate of humanity is at stake. Use your gift of clairvoyance to see into the future and stop an apocalypse that threatens the balance between your world and the deities. The full game is due to be released June 8th, 2023. Check out the link in the description below to play the demo for free. This was recorded over on my Twitch channel, so head on over there to hang out with me Tuesday and Thursday evenings and Saturday mornings. If you want to see me play more demos, drop a like and a follow, and let me know in the comments what you want to see me play. Warning! This video contains strong language. Discretion is advised. Now without further ado, let's get started. We're doing a new game. Yes, I would like to create a new game. Ooh, I already like the artwork. It's really interesting. Press space to continue. As you can see, this pre-release version. We got this fan. Man, this artwork's really good. It's like, oh. Take a hint, Laszlo. Creepy. My computer is running really hard on this game to up my fan speed. Aw. I wonder how much it would hurt to get tattoos like that. Just like right on your finger. Ooh, something weird spectrally is going on. It's the old workshop. Okay. Everything looks the same, but it feels so different. I dropped my bag in my old room. It's been 10 years since I moved out of this place. 5 since the last time I managed to come back for holidays. When I was young, this island felt so small, but now I'm realizing I was wrong about that. It's not small, it's just what I was growing up. I had my own ideas, needed some time, away, alone. Back then, it felt like all the space here was meant for other, more important people. And by people, I mean my mother, Ursula. She's always been so purposeful, so dedicated, so focused. She casts a long shadow. The Naiads. This used to be a pool or something. Now I find myself stepping back into the place where we lived together for so many years. The Naiads. A big residence open to all, filled with artists and creatives. The backbone of Alma, the surrounding neighborhood. At least it was. With Ursula gone missing, the place feels empty now, almost abandoned. I decide to go straight to my mother's room, to the heart of the problem. Everything looks familiar and everything feels strange. I hear a sound and some instinct freezes in my place. Nobody's home. The noises emerge from somewhere inside my mother's room. A heartbeat and a gentle purr-like rattling. A soothing sound. A call. A name whispered, chanted. I feel compelled to open the door and... You can do it, Polly. Your mom lived in a locker room? Ooh.
Oh! Please don't tell me your mother drowned. Oh! Why can't I use it? I like this outfit. Oh, this is cool. I like this. Dang, where am I? The world around me, I've never seen anything like it. An endless panorama, a limitless horizon. My head spins. And there, looking at me like I'm an old friend, is a girl. She seems surprised, as if my presence was a shock to her.
Oh, didn't see you there.
Okay.
Take your time, Sprout. It's not every day you wake up in a new dimension.
My ears are ringing, head swimming. I feel like I'm in the strangest dream ever. But I take a breath and focus.
There you go. You'll get the hang of it in no time.
Who is this person? She puts down the game console she was playing and rushes over to me.
So, I guess we've got a lot to discuss.
Who are you? I'm Polly.
Harmony?
Actually, you're Harmony for us over here.
She seems to be looking at my clothes, and what happened? Why am I dressed like a priestess? Breathe. I need to breathe.
I'm Bliss. This world is Reverie. And it's in big trouble.
What?
Both my world and yours are on the brink of collapse. Not pillaged and plundered by an invading army or something cool like that. No, this is ugly. Bad news. Collapsing from within, you know?
Wait, slow down, please. I was just in my mother's room, and I picked up this necklace, and...
See this?
The girl points to an object floating in the middle of the platform. An orb. It sort of looks like a heart, wreathed in blue flames. It's radiating a powerful surge of emotions? How do I know this?
Don't look at it for too long, Sprout. It'll bum you out.
It's incredible.
And yet, it's fragile. More than it has ever been.
I take a few steps towards it. Waves of comforting warmth and aching cold wash over me. Sensations of solitude and togetherness, emptiness and excess. I'm on the verge of tears, gripped by the sense of helpless sorrow beyond my control.
I know who you are. And I know you have to touch the heart of Reverie.
The heart.
Touch it! Touch it and see the future!
I don't know if I trust you, child. I comply. My fingers seem to go right through the surface. It's neither cold nor hot, softly rough. I feel a slight shock, almost imperceptible.
What the...
You're connected to Reverie now. You'll be able to travel between our world and yours.
What do you mean, travel? I have so many questions.
Looks like you're searching for your mother. This'll point you in the right direction. Introducing the Augural, an amazing tool you can use to strategize and plan out the future.
How do I use it?
The girl takes a sip of her drink, and a few seconds to reply. Is this simply theatrics, or is she figuring out the best way to explain?
See for yourself, Sprout.
She opts to not explain at all. Okay. Welcome to Harmony. This tutorial will give you all the knowledge you need to explore the story. Story nodes. The future is visible to you in the form of interconnected nodes. Okay. Each node contains a fragment of a story that you can choose to unveil. Close the tutorial and use the left mouse button on the first node to select it. Okay. When a node is selected, information about its fragment of story appears on the right of your screen. What is this? Where am I? Use this information to plan your journey through the story. Okay. Use the tutorial and use left mouse button again on the node to see the fragment it contains. What happened? What the hell just happened?
The augural allows you to see the future. That's this board, you know? Before today, time was linear for you. From now on, well, it dances to your tune.
It's incredible. How? How come I can do that?
I'm an aspiration. Me and my friends need a heart to exist. But our heart is weak. And you're special, Sprout. You can help us. You can save us all.
Does her hair change color, or is that just me? Bliss attempts a smile, but it looks forced. Perhaps because I look so confused. For a moment, the words mean nothing to me. But why me? And why was this necklace in my mother's room? Could the augural be the key to finding my mother?
Let's start with something easy. Truth or dare?
Truth or dare? Is she serious? The light in her eyes tells me so. She is serious. Okay. Branchings. The question mark symbol means that only one of the next two nodes can be played. The other will be blocked forever. Okay. Choose which part of the story you want to see unfold. Truth. Don't know where this is going, but talking seems less risky. I wonder how you can play this game with some kind of immortal child, but I accept.
Truth.
Tell me about your mum. Do you like her?
The words are spilling out of my mouth uncontrollably.
Things are difficult between us.
Good. You made a choice. And now, what we're experiencing is unique and special.
All at once I feel ashamed. What was I thinking to open up to this unknown entity so much and so suddenly?
Don't worry about that.
Okay, hang on. Can she hear my thoughts? She needs to stop.
I'm trying, but I can't help catching some of them. Like listening to a foreign lingo you half know. But go on. Tell me about your mother.
It takes me a couple of seconds to refocus.
You make it sound so clinical. I never knew her.
I can feel Bliss's presence in my head retreating, being pushed back. I can actually keep her out of my thoughts if I concentrate hard enough. So I continue.
She's always been there, pushing me, picking me up after failures and mistakes. But who she really is, deep down, as a person, I have no clue.
We suddenly back at Naiads. If not for the familiar surroundings, I might not have noticed the shift.
What the?
Is this your room? Nice.
Oh. You're here?
Well, sort of. I'm really still in Reverie, but with a bit of effort, we aspirations can push ourselves into brittle. And as you shifted yourself back here, I thought I'd come with.
I did?
Don't worry about it. Those new powers of yours will take a bit of getting used to. Now, where were we? Oh yeah, your mum.
My finger traces circles on the desk. A mandala of dust.
Would you say she was distant?
Always. She kept me at bay. Refused to let me into her world. She wanted me to become this great artist. And instead I went into medical research. She was always there, always present, but never close. Does that make sense?
Why am I asking? My stomach hurts. Why am I hurting myself?
She never even cried. When Dad left, she simply closed that book and opened another one.
My fingers paint an infinite spiral again and again. It feels soothing, like I'm making a bridge to connect two different drawings. And we're suddenly and brutally back in the other world.
What's going on?
Don't ask me. You're the one who brought us here. Traveling between worlds like it's nothing is... well, shows what amazing powers you have.
I smile. The futures are slowly unfolding. Okay. So we can never go back. Hidden future. Polly can catch a glimpse of the future, but entire parts of it sometimes remain hidden from her. Nodes with a closed eye symbol will hide all the nodes behind. Hidden nodes can't be interacted with. They conceal all information about the fragment they contain. You will need to progress through the augural until you reach this node to reveal it and see beyond it. Okay. The augural uses left mouse down? Or left to zoom? Oh, okay. Use the move camera. I see. So we can't go back to Dare. I can feel someone else coming. Damn, this is weird. Okay. I see. So this is like end of it. Okay. This is cool. I open my eyes again. The two paths have merged into one.
Go on, what do you see? What do you feel?
I sense a new being. A new force. It's getting closer.
That, I believe, would be me.
Hi. A tall silhouette comes into focus before my eyes, surrounded by electric blue fish dancing in the air. Do we not get to see these fish? I knew Bliss was tiny, but now she looks positively minuscule.
I am power. An aspiration like our minuscule Bliss over there.
He reads my mind, too. I'm going to have to work harder to keep them out of my head.
No offense, Bliss.
None taken. I'd prefer the term fun-sized.
A little laugh slips out of me. Suddenly, this whole situation feels absurdly mundane, as though I've always been a part of this.
You must be Harmony.
Harmony. What a name. Am I one of them?
You have seen how weak our heart is. It won't last long. Great changes would come to pass. You might even call them cataclysmic.
The ground beneath... Wow. The ground beneath me suddenly feels shaky, unstable.
But what can I do? I'm just looking for my mother. I didn't ask for any of this.
You now know that chance does not exist. The futures laid out before you will force your hand. They will require you to make choices. Choices that are ruthless, difficult, even painful. Choose wisely, follow your objective, and your diligence will be rewarded with a valuable resource.
Knew I forgot something. There's this energy called egregor, right? It's basically how we exist in your world. It kinda tastes like... you know that blue soda?
Egregor is rare and powerful. It is not to be drunk. Some choices you make will generate egregor and bind us together. Use it wisely.
What are you expecting from me?
The aspirations meet my doubts with knowing look. I don't like that they can see my thoughts, read my intentions.
You got it. I can tell because your mind's gone all hard. Difficult to hear.
It looks like I'm getting better at pushing them away from what's in my head.
We have much more to tell you, but a good leader knows what to reveal and what to leave unsaid. For now, of course.
The two aspirations look at each other. Something is shared in their glance. An emotion? A memory? But I don't know what it is. I'll need to find out by myself.
The key is your mother, Harmony.
Her disappearance must be linked with what happened here.
A pause. They glance at each other.
Some of our number are lost. Scattered.
And we work better if we're a team.
How many of them are there?
but that's for later. Right now, the priority is your mother.
Which aspiration is she?
Exactly.
We must find her. Or else...
Your heart will get weaker?
The look in their eyes tells me I'm right.
Find your mother. Explore the futures.
Okay, I nod. The view from up here is stunning. My head feels heavy. So much has been dropped on me. So much. I need to close my eyes. An awakening. Okay. Oh. New objective node has been revealed. Objective nodes are marked by a ray of light shining from their center. Interesting. Okay, so that's where we need to go. Try to reach them and to progress through the story. Okay. To use tab to open the notifications panel so you see the new objective node. Like, power. Oh, okay, so there's like 3 of them. Society. I haven't met anybody. Aspirations. The Nexus. Interesting. Okay. Long road ahead. Okay. That's as far as you can see, Sprout. You'll need to give one of us a Gregor to get here. Okay. Okay. I can tell right away that I'm not in Reverie anymore. The sun over Atenna is hot and dry. I stretch out my arms, feeling the muscles they're resisting. A minute. I just need a minute to think this through. I came here to find my mother. Discovered a necklace that's transported me far away. And I'm now able to instantly travel between worlds and talk to gods?
Is that it?
That wasn't a dream. All my studies into the human mind, all my research, I've never heard of anything like this. It wasn't a seizure or hallucination. This was all the legends and tales my mother wrote about her in her poetry. All the stories she told me as a kid. An invisible world opened up in front of me with the Agorol. I need to act. I need to embrace this. Okay. These 2 nodes are blocked by a barrier. Barriers block access to certain nodes until they are removed. It seems crystals are required to unlock either of these 2 nodes. The Bapaba and the Bap symbols show that you need a bliss or a power crystal to progress through the story. Crystals can be gained as you progress through the Agorol. Okay. Here are crystals you seek. Oh! Symbols on the upper part of these 2 nodes. Progress through the Agorol and play one of them to gain a crystal and break the corresponding barrier. Okay. Crystals can materialize in different forms depending on which aspiration they are bound to. Alright. I walk back inside. My head still swirling with words, names, predictions. And then, Nora. I can hear her footsteps outside the room. Knowing her, she's about to barge in. I rub my eyes and run my hands through my hair, trying to wake from reverie?
Polly?
I could feel tears in my eyes, a sweet taste in my mouth, static electricity grazing my shoulders and arms.
Polly! You're here!
Nora! Come here!
She crosses the room and we hug. It's the first human contact I've had in months. She feels so good, so warm and familiar.
How are you?
Good! I mean, fine, considering what's going on.
It's okay. We'll find her. I know we will.
So much has happened.
Just threw my coffee cup holder on the ground. It's fine.
Tell me.
Hold on, I need some coffee. It's keeping my brain from rotting.
She drinks coffee now? She's definitely older. A young woman. This is kind of cool. I would like, if I had the money to buy like an old community center, I would do something like this. In the kitchen, Nora makes us both coffee and launches into, well, about 8 different stories at once, all tangled together. It sounds like ADHD to me. She hasn't changed, always carrying an entire world of plots and characters and charming adventures with her. A Nora-verse of energy.
And yeah, Grandpa's gone through all 5 stages of grief, though for a while I thought he was stuck on denial.
I smile as she hands over a huge mug, filled to the brim with caffeine.
Nothing beats a really cheap, super strong coffee.
Can she see you?
Oh, no, you're fine. Just don't start talking to yourself. Weirds people out.
I'm so sorry. I'm talking so much. Can't believe it's the first time you've been back in years.
Yeah, it's... you know.
Oh, I know. Things were difficult with Ursula.
It doesn't feel good to admit my mother always showed more love and affection to Nora than to me. I'm not jealous. Nora deserves love, but it's hard to stop thinking about the reasons behind it. Was I harder to love?
But she'd been different lately. We had a fight before she went missing.
Ursula was upset with you.
Nora's always gotten along with my mother. I can't remember the last time they fought.
Have you heard about all the job openings at MK?
No. Nora wants to join MK. A few months ago, she was telling me how intrusive and problematic they were.
The city's getting more expensive by the minute, and the pay's good, and it's interesting work, I guess. Did I mention the pay? Because Paul, and there's this
Oh shit, sorry.
school I'd like to go to.
Did I mention the pay because... Yeah.
But Ursula felt I was betraying myself, and we had a fight, and I had to sleep at a friend's place for a couple of days.
That bad?
I just needed some space, some air.
The shiver of static electricity is back. Through my fingers, up my back, the necklace feels lighter around my throat.
I know MK isn't perfect, but I can't live here forever. No way I can move out without a job.
MK isn't perfect, but is not a sentence I thought I'd hear from Nora's mouth.
What do you think?
As I think about how to answer, I feel the weight of the decision. This is the kind of choice Bliss was talking about. I mean, she needs money, right? Kind of home. So I can choose this support, not judgment. Okay. As I open my mouth, I can feel Bliss's sparkling energy at my side.
Oh, this is gonna be good. I can feel it.
But what if I'm just telling her what she wants to hear, so I don't make her feel bad? To avoid saying something uncomfortable?
Everybody wants support for their accomplishments or their mistakes.
The words lift a weight off of me. Bliss is right. It's not my place to pass judgment, is it? I smile at Nora.
Money, responsibility, a chance for a fresh start. Maybe you should take it.
Seems like everyone hates MK, except the people who work there. So maybe I'm missing something. And if I took a job there, I'd find out what. It's been hard. Laszlo and Ursula have always helped me out, but I want my own home now, my own life.
I smile, projecting warm affection and reassurance.
Ugh, my goodness, I need another hug.
I nod and smile. She jumps forward into my arms.
I missed you so much. You're always so supportive, so calm, so sure of yourself.
Nora can't see my face. She's missing the clouds of doubt passing before my eyes. Me, sure of myself. That's probably the energy I've learned to give off. Inside me, though, my world is upside down.
This feels good.
It does.
Nora squeezes harder.
I'm sorry I didn't visit.
I squeeze back.
I was busy and I wanted to keep everything from here at a distance. A plant like me, well, it needs water and sunshine and distance from its parents.
Nora lets out a laugh. It's round and booming. That's the laugh I remember. Then she releases me. We are both recharged, both at peace.
Come on. I guess we should find Laszlo.
I could do with a drink.
And maybe passing out and forgetting about the necklace and those two weird... I stop the thought before it expands beyond my control. Family first. Because that's why I'm here, isn't it? Family? Oh, cool. So I've obtained a crystal, and now you just collected your first crystal. Crystals collected during the chapter are not kept when you move to the next one. Interesting. That's so weird. The barrier has fallen. You now reach the objective mode. Okay. Oh, they're going back here. The pajama party began. It's a rock. Bliss's unbreakable egg. Okay. When I return to my senses, I'm no longer an Athena. There's a warm blanket around my body, a soft whisper in my ear, and then a playful voice.
Finally! There you are! What you did back there, that was nice of you. Real nice.
The desert wind fans my hair out in front of my face. It's surprisingly sweet, almost invigorating. The aspiration beside me points to the building in the distance. Faint electronic music seems to radiate from the colorful walls.
Your place?
My crib. Yeah!
Wow, this is a visual nightmare. Inside it's warmer, cozy, but loud, blaring with chimes and chip tunes and peppy, high-energy music.
Pull up a beanbag. Drink?
Do you drink? Or eat?
Do I need to? Nah. Do I want to? Course. Tasty's tasty.
I have to stay focused. Every time I look around me, this world seems completely impossible. Implausible.
Are you real? Or...
Us lot, aspirations. We're the proof that you lot, humans, exist.
Interesting.
the proof we exist?
Yeah. You exist, so we exist. And if we exist, then...
Humans exist.
And that concludes our segment on philosophy. Try not to think about it too much. I don't.
That's reassuring somehow. Even the gods of this place don't know how it works.
Listen, you just need to see the Augural as a board game. You've got your resources, your goals, your supporting characters. It's just a game. Chillax, enjoy, have fun with it.
Chillax. No, she's deflecting.
Earlier, you said that this was serious. There could be consequences.
Sure, but I don't like the word consequences. Too many vowels. Don't much like vowel either.
Is everything a game to you?
No, not everything.
The aspiration mood shifts immediately. The room feels a little darker, a little less cheery.
The future isn't. The future is important, vital, and the future, our future, is in your hands.
The Augural.
Aspirations have been around since the dawn of humankind. We've guided you, and we've been guided by you.
We're connected.
More than connected. You exist because we exist. And the other way round as well.
Okay.
If we die, you die.
Oh.
And I don't want to die. No siree.
There's a break of a silence filled with the sounds of Bliss's sanctuary. Enough for Bliss to wordlessly express that she's talked enough.
Fine. I'll explore the future.
Yeah! And have fun with it. I'll be around, listening, chiming in. Unless I'm in the middle of a game, of course.
Did I plug my phone in?
Of course.
Where is my phone? Well, it's not plugged in wherever it is. Once outside, I paused for a moment, watching an immovable sun casting its light onto the bunker. And it hits me. Aspirations aren't good or bad, noble or evil. They are what they are. All of them. Excuse me. Representations of the fallible, malleable human psyche. Should I join forces with bliss, power, another aspiration? It's up to me to decide. Well, my head is buzzing with thoughts. What now? Whatever's brewing here, it's big. Bigger than my mother disappearing. I step closer to the heart of Reverie. Its blue flames don't seem to burn.
Hey! You still here?
I turn around. Bliss is standing right in front of me.
Didn't mean to scare you. Sorry.
There's more to it than she's ready to share. I can sense it.
This is a lot. Are you real? Is any of this real? Or am I having some sort of waking nightmare?
First, thanks. Nightmare indeed. Second, it's very real, Sprout.
I just need a minute.
It's okay. Really. We're really impressed by everything you've done so far. Soon, you'll be able to see even further on your goal.
How far ahead?
Depends on your choices, on who you side with, on what happens.
She's uncomfortable.
I can tell you don't exactly trust me, even if I can't read your mind anymore.
Let's be honest here.
You mentioned my mother. As soon as I stepped into all this, you knew. And you wanted me to find her. What's going on with her? Do you know Ursula?
Can aspirations breathe? Because if so, Bliss just took the biggest gulp of air ever.
Ursula was here before, in your shoes, in this place, wearing this necklace. And she tried to do everything you've been doing today, and
She failed.
she wasn't the right person. Why? I can't tell you directly.
For every mystery solved, 2 secrets are added.
Whatever happened, it broke us. It almost ruined Reverie. And we forgot. Our minds, our bodies were twisted and erased.
I turn away from Bliss. A minute. I just need a minute. Today's been a string of stolen minutes, wild concepts, shocking discoveries.
We need your help. And you need ours. There's an aspiration called truth. They know a lot. I mean, of course. If you could find a way to save them, it would mean the world to us. I know it's unfair to ask you to go out there without any more information.
It'll be okay. I understand the stakes. And I'll do my best.
I give her a tentative smile. I need to get back to Nora, meet with Laszlo, search for my mother, and this truth. No time to lose. Oh. The game is saved automatically after each note played. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, I can't go back, can I? The option available, okay. End of chapter. Is that the end of demo? Nope. This is the act overview. It appears when reaching the end of a chapter. An act is composed of several chapters, each having its own objectives. An act overview is a simplified vision of all the chapters exposing an act. Okay. This is the objective you have and just completed by helping Nora make a decision about her future. It is now part of your ongoing journey towards the main pivot points of the story, the outcomes. Oh, wow. An outcome represents the conclusion of great events of the future. They are unlocked by the crystals you collect throughout the chapters. At the end of a chapter, all the crystals you have collected are automatically transferred to the outcomes. Unlocking an outcome generally requires a large number of crystals. At the end of an act, you will have to pick an outcome. Oh, crap. Okay. On the Agral, you can press at any time to access the act overview. Do not hesitate to check it regularly and see your progress towards the outcome you are aiming for. Okay. Close this door. Okay. So it was this button? Yeah, okay. Familiar face, foreign emotion. The open eye symbol means the node will trigger a revelation. Okay. Revelations unveil nodes that are still invisible to Polly on the Agral. See the links extending from the icon? They point to the nodes that will be revealed. Okay. Oh, I see. This is intense. Same as Creek. I look up at the sky, the clouds floating by, obscuring the newly revealed stars. I don't know why I'm yawning. Familiar but unknowable. Beautiful but ever-changing.
I came out here for like 2 hours last week.
I believe it.
They suck you in, don't they? Especially when the sea's calm and you can see them reflected down there.
I look over at her, neck craned upwards, a half smile on her lips. She seems calmer and glad.
All right. Time to rip off the bandage. Let's go see Laszlo.
I'll be at your side.
I know you will.
She lowers her gaze from the heavens to look at me in the eye.
You haven't seen him the last few days? Full-on denial. It's killing me to see him like this.
Sounds rough. But we'll find a way, right? Even if we have to outdrink him with his own imported beers.
That wins me another smile. Clearer this time.
They are so expensive. And I'm broke, just so you know.
We talk through the streets of our childhood. We walk through the streets of our childhood. Laughter bouncing off the old familiar walls. We chat as we go. We're sad that one store closed, amazed that another has managed to stay open. We laugh, a godsend considering the circumstances. But the further we walk, the worse the flickers get. Bond's Estuary. Images of other places, impossible places. Reverie. Birds flutter about my head, phasing in and out of reality, and a kindly voice calls my name. And then he's there, in front of me.
Greetings. Oh, did I startle you?
Where am I? Who are you? Another aspiration?
Exactly. I'm Bond. My siblings keep forgetting about me. I'm not interrupting anything, am I?
A little bit.
No. I guess I'm getting used to it. I feel at home, somehow.
Naturally. My path is one of community, friendship, and empathy. My mangrove forest is a place of warmth and safety. And I am an excellent host. The journey before you, Harmony, is one with many roads and even more destinations. I am here to guide you towards those that lead to understanding, not conflict.
I know this won't be as simple as that, unfortunately.
Oh, you mean your mother. I know you will find a way to see eye to eye with her.
Fat chance, but sure. Let's pretend that's even remotely possible.
I don't wish to keep you. Before you go, I have but one piece of advice. Remain mindful of others. Then your journey may be one of discovery, not destruction.
Before I can reply to this newest aspiration, I blink and I'm back on Athena.
Turns out he wasn't even talking to me. Can you believe it? What an idiot. Well, we're here.
She's right. Laszlo's bar. I give her a reassuring nudge and we head to the counter. The place hasn't changed at all, except it's a little messier. A lot messier, in fact. But the rest, ramshackle seating, the sticky counter, the rumble of tram line overhead, this place always felt like a second home to me. And there, tending bar...
Polly! You're here. I'm so glad you're finally here.
Laszlo. He leaves the counter and comes over. Before I can react, he's grabbed me in a bear hug. My phone jams up into my ribs, and I force a smile.
My word, it's good to see you, Polly. You look like a strong breeze would knock you over. Are you eating? Here, look, I've got snacks behind the bar.
Nora rolls her eyes. She wasn't wrong. His smile is too wide, his voice a bit too loud. Laszlo's a jolly fellow, but this is a bit too jolly for the situation. Why? Several objective notes have been revealed. Okay. So, what do we have? It will be impossible to gather the crystals required to complete both objectives. You will have to make a decision. Will you follow Bliss's path or Bond's instead? I don't know. I kind of feel like I should follow Bond's, but I don't really trust either of them. So, let's go with Bond. Laszlo bustles off to grab some unneeded snacks, sending an errant beer bottle skittering across the cobbles.
What's up with him?
He's been like this ever since Ursula disappeared. It's unbearable. He pretends everything's fine, like she's gonna waltz through the door any minute. Whenever I bring it up, he gets angry. So, I stopped. He has his own way of showing his feelings, I guess.
Something's afoot with Laszlo, something besides Ursula's disappearance. So... With Laszlo fussing about behind the counter, Nora smiles and goes over to chat with some regulars. There are a few faces I recognize, names bubbling up from the fog of forgotten memory. Laszlo's friends. Excuse me. They look older, shrunken almost. Snippets of conversation drift my way. He's not been the same these last few days. What's wrong with him? I turn my head away. I don't need to hear anymore. They're worried, too. I need to do something. Inevitable nodes. This is an inevitable node. You have no choice but to play this type of node when it comes available. Okay. Alright, what does it say? Laszlo's a pro at avoiding serious subjects. No choice but to listen to him for now. Okay. I try to strike up a conversation with him, but he immediately launches into a discussion of almost politics and the price of importing beer. I let him do the talking. It feels good to hear him talk about mundane things.
Did Nora tell you about the storm a while back?
I've seen pictures. How bad was it?
Bit of flooding around the island, but the walls held and the roof barely leaked at home. Nora helped board up the bar. We had a good laugh at all the drowned drones the next day. Spotted some MK folks trying to scoop them up before they floated out to sea.
Competitive drone fishing.
He smiles, and his face relaxes somehow.
The sport where nobody wins.
Okay. Dang, what's it? So this whole thing. So I can't know. But if I do have to follow, because it's like, how many do I need? Does it tell me? I need 2 conditions. Have 2 bond crystal. Consequences game fine. Someone goes away and the community falls apart. Bring it back together. Let it heal in unity. Okay. So let's see if we can get all 5. 1, 2. Maybe not. We'll see. This is going to be tough. Laszlo is open and generous, but when it comes to his feelings, not so much. It could be hard to get through to him. I wait until he's busy with a customer to talk to Nora.
Okay, here's the plan. We have to get his guard down. He'll stay like this forever. And that's no good for anyone. So, it's time for some bar work.
What?
Just follow my lead.
I rise and walk behind the bar as confidently as I can. Nora follows close after me.
Come on, move over.
What are you two up to?
Tending bar. Judging from the state of this place, you can use all the help you can get.
The place is looking a little untidy, I suppose. A bit busy, you know?
Looks like a bomb's gone off, Grandpa.
The nerves on this girl.
Sorry, my desk is a mess. But he smiles. The banter's enjoyable after all.
I love you too.
Okay. Revocation. The X icon means that the next node will trigger a revocation. It will block access to other nodes forever. Select a node with a revocation to see the nodes that will be blocked. Okay. Okay. So I need this one, so maybe he can explain what feels off about Atina. I start to tidy up, grabbing discarded bar rags, empty bottles, and stale-smelling glasses. Nora looks at me confused. I jerk my head toward a pile of dirty bar mats. She starts cleaning up around the bar. I know she was hoping for another kind of family reunion, but...
Got to admit, it's a little strange. Being back here, on Atina.
Laszlo nods, but he doesn't look up from the glass he's cleaning.
Funny how a place can change so much while staying the same.
Oh, absolutely.
He's nodding again, but his mind is clearly elsewhere. Every now and again, he glances at Nora, concern in his eyes. Or is it fear? Whatever it isn't like him. Okay. After a moment of silence, Laszlo places the glass on the counter and arcs his head toward the sky. The light is slowly increasing. The moon's rays are bisected by the tram line above. A breeze flutters his shirt, kicks up dust off the street.
There's change in that wind. Been a long time coming. Sounds ridiculous, doesn't it? But you live in a place long enough, you know.
There it is. My opening's right there.
Not ridiculous. Not at all.
Ursula, she was... part of it. Something bigger, something I couldn't see. Scares me a bit, sure.
Scares him? What's going on here?
But you can't hold off change forever.
Laszlo's searching gaze drifts back towards me and softens. All at once he looks a bit less haggard, less sleepless.
Glad you're back, Polly.
We're going to find her.
We have to. MK's pressuring us. They want the Naiads. All.
They want the land, especially.
They don't care about that old building of ours. They want to build a mall or something, I don't know. And we're running dry. But... well...
He shrugs, signaling the discussion is over. Then he zeroes in on his glasses again. Be gentle. It's been a long day, but there are still some things that need to be said. Night has fallen. The place is almost empty apart from Laszlo's friends and a phone browsing Nora. A lot of text. I'm curious, but it's not my place to investigate. At least not now.
It has been a day.
Definitely a day.
Tomorrow's creeping up on us already.
He nods his head at me, but this time it's genuine. There's a faint sparkle in his eyes. His armor isn't gone, but the straps have loosened. It's a start. Okay. So I was able to get 3, but not 5. So what's happening over here? Finally talks to Nora, opens up to his friends. Okay. Ooh, no. That's the one I want. He has learned much today. With the help of others, he may grow stronger than he ever imagined. We decide to stay for a while. Nora for the atmosphere, me to see if I can pry off the last of Laszlo's armor. Then I get an idea to get him to talk.
Why don't we grab a drink with your friends over there, Laszlo?
He hesitates for a second before grabbing a big bottle from the fridge.
Sure.
We join Laszlo's posse around the far table, older folks from Atina and abroad. It feels so normal. Derogatory jokes at Laszlo's expense, talk of the island and of Alma, MK, the new neighborhood they raised and rebuilt. Someone mentions that Ursula fought the construction for years, and it happens.
I need to come clean, folks. Ursula's been gone for a few days. She's disappeared.
This is news to the rest of the group.
I feel responsible. And I'm sorry if, I hurt you.
Around the table, people show their support. Hands are shaken. Promises are made to go out and look for her. Ask questions. It's all quite moving. And then things calm down. His eyes meet mine. Is that gratitude?
The truth is, I knew it was coming. That something was coming, at least. Things have felt off for weeks. At home. Here. A feeling in the air. Again, sorry. To all of you. Nora, most of all. Sorry. I just... It's hard. I didn't want anyone else to bear the burden.
Nora smiles gently, strides to the chair next to her grandfather, and leans over. He rests her head on his considerable shoulder. For the first time since I arrived, I see a genuine smile across his face. Consequences of objectives. The objective nodes may generate consequences that impact the later chapters in the story. This will give you access to entire branches of the future and cut you off from others. Dang. Keep this in mind when playing your route in the augural. End of chapter. Okay. Because of the choices you made when dealing with Laszlo, you made great progress toward an outcome. Okay. You have chosen the path laid out before you by an aspiration, but the future might be still in your hands. Outcomes may have greater consequences than objectives. Will you stay on the same path, or would you rather change the course of the future? Oh, dang. More glory and grief than I can tell. Are these all locked? Oh, I have to go here. That's right. I have to press buttons. Trusted hands. I knew I could trust Nora and Laszlo to find a lead. Polly's room. A new day dawns. Consciousness returns slowly, and as I open my eyes, they feel like hot marbles rolling in their sockets. Yesterday was more intense than I imagined. Reconnecting with Laszlo took an emotional toll I'm not sure either of us was ready for. I check the clock. Past 10. Late. 5 more minutes won't hurt. But as my eyes close, there's a flicker, and I'm back in reverie. I open them, and I'm at home. In bed. This is becoming intolerable. I wait a few moments to see if the sensation returns, but it leaves me be for now. Time to get up. Just oven.
Are you sure you saw it in here?
Yes, it was by the sink. I was listening to my podcast.
Researching about the Oxyons, are you?
I'm sure there's a connection between them and Ursula and... Oh! Morning, sleepyhead.
It looks like the two of them have been up for a while. For Laszlo, that's not a surprise, but Nora's usually a night owl. Breakfast is all laid out. Banana crepes, hazelnut, and sesame paste, fresh mango. My favorites.
How are you two this awake already?
Already? It's nearly lunch.
Grandpa, tell her!
Tell me what?
No, you do it.
We have a lead! On Ursula.
Yay! Okay. The next node, barrier, has removed after you reach the last chapter's objective. The other is forever inaccessible to you. Aw. You might not see the consequences of an objective node until much later in the story. Okay, so what is blocked for me? Can I tell? Holy crap. These are getting longer and longer. So I can do a power. Someone in the crowd. Laszlo was right to believe in the kindness of strangers. Laszlo spoke openly about Ursula to the people of Alma. Laszlo and Nora don't trust themselves enough to spend this time together. Laszlo opened up to Nora for a bit more. Okay. Consequences is gain a crystal. Let's see. Sharing someone in the crowd. It takes a few seconds for my mind to adjust to what I just heard. We drank quite a lot last night. It seems that Laszlo's friends were adamant he needed to party hard. Being an adult means you can skip therapy for a good all-night binge. No, you can't. It's been ages since I've been hungover. All right, just focus.
What's happening? Spill!
Last night, one of my friends reminded me about a girl at the Naiads.
She came to meet with Ursula. Several times, in fact. I asked who she was, and your mother said she was a journalist, interested in publishing some of her poems.
Which is weird. Nobody publishes poetry nowadays.
I have to admit that Ursula hasn't sold a single text in decades. Anyway, I didn't push it. Assumed your mother would tell me the truth when she was ready. But then...
Then she disappeared off the face of the earth.
Anyway, I mentioned this girl to my regulars. She's not the sort of person you forget easily. So, Jack thought he recognized the description, and this morning...
He dropped this off. Well, show her.
Laszlo grabs something off the counter and hands it to me. A magazine. It's a local publication, anti-corporate, anti-fascist. Monoconcern seems to be the theme of this issue, unsurprisingly.
Second page, editor's column.
There's a lengthy piece on the inside cover. It skewers MK, their actions on Atina, their checkered history. At the bottom, there's a photo and a single name.
Jade.
Ooh, that's her. I think she's quite famous around here. Badass type.
Sounds like she's got a new fan.
Jack also told us the printer's address. Might be a good start.
We've got some mutuals in common too. Maybe we could hit them up instead. They'll know how to contact her for sure.
We've got options. That's a good start. A really good start. The Lock symbol indicates a node is locked. Okay, good. You need to reach the key that opens it. Seek the key icons on the inaugural. Select the node you want to play to find its key on the augural. Okay. So here's my thing. Choose one or two. Nora won't have trouble asking them for info. Explore the printing room. An underground printing room sounds quite cool. It does. But I don't think that will work. But let's try for this. Dumpo. Castile Road. That is so many AC units. I need all of those. I reckon Jade's friends would be more likely to give us the info than her business associates.
Friends first.
Yes, yes! Great! Perfect! Come on, I know where they hang out.
Are they your friends as well?
No, not really. We have mutual friends. And some similar interests.
Similar interest. I won't dig any deeper, but I'm curious. It doesn't take long for us to find them. Nora beams and runs ahead. Some in the group greet her warmly with hugs and hand slaps. Others nod in a more distant recognition. They chat.
Weird, huh?
What's weird?
The fact that Nora is an individual person now. Not just a little kid. She has friends and places where she hangs out.
Ah, that feeling. A part of me is sad
Oh,
because
there's
I
my
feel
phone.
terribly old.
It's in my pocket.
But the rest of me is happy to see that Nora is her own human being now.
Excuse me, just plug it in my phone. Someone, one of the people who seemed to be Nora's own friends, casually offers her a cigarette. She slaps it away. I've never seen her move so fast. She almost manages to hide that panicked glance at Laszlo first, too. Not quite, though. Laszlo grunts, and I feel a smile at the corner of my lips.
A human being who can make mistakes.
Yeah. And like every other human being, she can fix them.
Then she's back.
So, they're a bit suspicious. I'm not sure about what to do about that.
How should we approach this? That's a big question, Nora. And it's up to me to find the answer. Okay. This one I think will get us a crystal. Excuse me. Opens that one. Okay. And then, okay, so this... Oh, I need a bond crystal. They already know about Ursula. The more empathetic approach will be better. The situation is urgent. Seems like the right way to go about it. Tell Nora to act natural. Okay. Let's go. Act natural, Nora. Let's try a more positive approach.
Be yourself. Show them what you think of her.
That's gonna look even more suspicious, don't you think?
So tell them why we're here.
She nods and heads off.
She's a good kid.
She is.
A minute passes and Nora comes back to us.
It went well then.
They are so cool. And I just went and just talked to them about Jade Galea. Yeah, went well. They even told me where Jade was. The skate park. That's her spot.
Good job, Nora.
Oh, I didn't do anything much.
Nora's smile is contagious. It spread to her grandfather.
So, next stop, the skate park.
Yes, Grandpa. My mother is still missing, but for a moment this investigation feels like just a little game we're playing. It feels childish,
You seem like you're enjoying this as much as I am.
but it feels good. Both of them burst into laughter as we head towards the skate park. Let's hope Jade is as amazing as everyone says she is. Okay, so that opens up that. Nora's just starting to say something when a buzzing stops her mid-word. A drone. It hovers directly above us, rotating slowly. Its little engine whines like a wounded animal as it moves back and forth. Having apparently decided we aren't a threat, it takes off, rising high over the city. Nora glances meaningfully at Laszlo.
Come on. You don't think it was here for us?
Polly,
It was just a patrol.
you've been gone a while. Things aren't like they used to be.
I guess not. I feel almost alien to my own island.
Rule number 1 on a Tina. Never say anything around a drone you wouldn't want recorded.
Damn things are everywhere these days. City sounds like a giant beehive.
Monoconzern owns this island, or they will. Control of everything. Public services, advertising, even security. It's all theirs now.
Well then, might they have something to do with how Jade's suddenly keeping a low profile?
Her friends don't think so. They said something about some personal issues. Nothing specific, though.
Okay. You have unlocked this node. You can now access it normally. Okay. Personal issues. They say Jade isn't the same as she was. Ursula and MK. I have no idea how my mother could be connected to the corporation. Unlocked by Jade's investigation. Okay. Create a public scandal. Let's keep it secret. Persuade Jade to network. Unlock Jade personal issues. Okay, so I didn't unlock the other one. Okay. As we walk through the bustling city, Laszlo decides it's time for a short break. He halts, leaning up against a railing in thought.
Personal issues. Now, these days that could mean a lot. Money, relationships, politics. Too vague. Nothing to work with. You ask me, though, that damn company's involved somehow. They always are when things go tits up. Jade seems to be well known, respected even. No way they don't know about her. To be as young as her, carrying all that weight, I'd probably want to escape the limelight from time to time, too.
I can't help but feel moved by his comment. I'm older than Jade, and what did I do? I left the island.
I can't imagine either.
I shake my head. Let's not get sidetracked. I need to focus on the issue at hand.
What about Ursula? Do you think MK's interested in her, too?
I can't see why they would be. What would they want with a poet?
What if?
An idea is forming, a thought, a little bubble that could maybe change the course of this?
What if they weren't interested in her? What if she was with them?
She would have said something. Or, well, or not, if it was risky for us. I don't like where this is going, but...
He swipes his sweaty forehead and pushes himself away from the railing.
First, the skate park.
Okay. So... it may be risky, it could work. I don't have a power crystal. Can I... Nodes can also make you lose crystals when you reach them. Okay. This node will make you lose 1 bond crystal and 1 power crystal. 1 crystal that I don't have. So... I'm probably going to have to get some more power crystals eventually. I guess that's my house. Yeah. This is like pretty cool. We head to the skate park. The streets are quieter now with rush hour long since over. A stray dog trots alongside us for a moment, sniffs my hand, then wanders off. Jade is a long shot, but she's our only shot. Besides, Laszlo claims he has a plan.
All right, out with it then.
Posters.
Posters. Of Ursula.
Exactly. Look, your mother may not be the best-known woman on this island, but she has connections. Hell, the Naiads is basically a community center, and everyone at the bar knows her. We get her face up everywhere, tell people to contact us. We're bound to get something back.
Nora and I share a glance. This feels good. It could work.
And if we do find this Jade, well, we could run an ad in that magazine of hers.
Use her network to spread the word even further.
Exactly.
That sounds like a pretty good way to piss off MK.
Yeah. But Jade's our best chance. If we get close to her, we get closer to MK as well.
The more we learn, the more Ursula's disappearance becomes shrouded in mystery. Was it really the result of politics? Did she get herself into something she couldn't get out of? And is creating a public scandal really the best way to find our answers? Local poet disappears, MK does nothing. They won't say or do anything. They're already getting away with much, much worse.
Eyes on the prize. You're getting closer, right? You're making moves.
Yes, maybe Nora and Laszlo are right. Maybe this will work out.
Keep that momentum going. Reverie still needs you.
Bliss suddenly becomes absorbed in her handheld console, focused on mashing 2 specific buttons as fast as possible. This glimpse of her undivided concentration is impressive, but it doesn't seem to be going as she planned.
No! Ugh. Can you try to wrap it up before I rage quit this game?
Bliss must know that I can't answer right now.
Also, you didn't hear this from me, but Power's getting all ceremonial about the truth situation.
I'd like to ask what that even means, but I can't. And anyway, she's already gone. Right, so Jade. When we get to the skate park, how should we approach her? Okay. I guess this gives us a key. She may take me more seriously if I'm straightforward. She may be more inclined to... Well, if we're talking about your mom... Does that jump me there? Or does that just unlock that? And that one unlocks that. I guess I can't get negative crystals, which is great. What is this? Okay. Yeah. Oh, I have to have 2 bliss crystals for that road? Dang. So that's not gonna happen. Let's keep it straightforward. She's a journalist. She might see making friends as a suspicious. We arrive at the skate park and my heart sinks. It's deserted. Not a single soul in sight. I'm about to suggest we come back later when I hear a squeak from Nora. It's Jade emerging from behind a half-pipe. She's a stranger to me, but there's no mistaking that posture. She looks exhausted. Simple and to the point. That's the way to do this.
Ah, Jade?
The young woman's guard is immediately up. No doubt she's used to being recognized and suspicious of who we might be.
Can I help you?
This is Nora and Laszlo. I'm Polly, Ursula's daughter, from the Naiads. My mother is missing, and we were wondering if you could help us.
The young woman says nothing. Her face has shut down. Is this shock?
We know you visited her a few times at home before she disappeared.
Or she could be assessing us, trying to judge whether or not we're for real.
We were just wondering if you could tell us what you talked about. If it involved monokonzern at all.
Jade remains silent. Suddenly she turns her head and looks me straight in the eye.
When did she disappear exactly? What was she like the day before? Was she acting strange?
This isn't the passionate Jade I heard about. She feels cold, analytical. The opposite of the energetic-driven fire starter I had imagined.
Look, I'm sorry to press you on this. I really am, but we really need to know if you two were planning anything beyond the poetry.
She moves closer, and she's still not answering.
Who's the last person who saw her?
For a moment, I don't know what to do. But she must be asking these questions for a reason, same as us. Perhaps I need to listen to her, hear her out. Okay, an inevitable node is only active when its conditions are cleared. This one will only activate if you collect a bliss crystal. Okay, well, I didn't collect a bliss crystal now, did I? Okay. Answer Jade's questions. Wait, she must have a reason for doing this. Laszlo will do it politely enough. Kind of really wanted to get that power crystal, but I think she has a reason for asking these questions. I answer Jade's questions as best as I can, but I have to stifle my impatience. This is getting us nowhere, that we know of. Weren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions? When do I manage to get in a question? When I do manage to get in a question, Jade just deflects with another. Every time I answer, she asks for more details. She's not being aggressive. She's defending herself, making sure we can be trusted, perhaps?
Listen to me. Don't fight her.
I know. I'm trying.
The real problem is I can see Nora's crossing her arms and scowling. She's annoyed and getting dangerously close to the boiling point. Okay. So we gotta go to the inevitable one. From the corner of my eye, I can see Nora standing frozen. Her usual electric fidgeting has stilled. Jade's up close now, arms crossed, straight-backed, every bit the investigative journalist. This isn't the badass Nora expected. As Jade continues to hammer questions at us, I see Nora's shoulders set, her face turned down. She's not just disappointed, she's getting defensive. I don't really blame her, but this is a delicate conversation. Can we risk her getting on edge? Okay. I do not have 2 bliss crystals. Wait until she's done. She'll be grateful you did. Okay. Is this locked? Oh. How do I unlock it? Unlocked by try to befriend Jade. And we didn't do that. Okay. So we have to do this. Dang. I decide to go first, to focus on my goal.
We really need to know why you were talking to Ursula. She told us you were interested in publishing her poetry, but given all that's happened, well, I don't think that's the half of it.
I catch Nora glancing over, eyes burning. Did I overstep the mark? Was she about to question our new friend here?
Fine. I was doing another investigation into MK, and Ursula was helping. We believe the company was dipping its toes into medical care, or a public health program. A couple of neighborhood kids said an MK agent had offered them coupons and free samples. Said it was to test a new product line. They call it egregore. They claimed
She sighs, rubs her forehead.
it was going to help them with exams, stress, clarity of mind and all that.
Of course. Clarity of mind. Egregore. That feels like something out of Reverie, honestly. But how?
That's all I know.
I know why she turned to Ursula.
Wait. You contacted my mother because of her work on the Oxyons, on the history of Atina, right?
I only stumbled across them by chance. Sounds like MK tried to have them burned. But a few copies survived. They were the only other references to egregore I've ever found.
So MK knew about Ursula all along. Are they the reason she disappeared? Alright, so I got myself a power. Okay. And She could help, but she might have her own problems. Yeah. I don't want Nora to lash out at Jade. If Lasso shares his plan, she won't interrupt no matter how much he wants to. Excuse me. Jade seems more engaged now, her body language less hostile, her expression more responsive. I let her speak.
I'm not one for betting, but if I were, I'd bet this whole island that MK has their fingers in this pie.
Maybe you could... Nora said you had a huge following. Online?
Did she?
Nora's enjoying this, I can tell.
Well, I wouldn't say huge. Sizable, though, yeah.
Could you put the word out? Through the networks? Someone might know something. Might have seen something. My mother wasn't exactly an unknown quantity in Alma. Maybe someone saw her leave?
Jade immediately looks away, refusing to meet any of our eyes.
Well, that's tricky, isn't it?
It is?
Yeah, those networks. They're the lifeblood of Atina's resistance. If I go making them a fact-finding posse, well, MK's gonna shut that down quick as you like.
That's an excuse if I've ever heard one. She doesn't want to get involved. So, you don't give him a chance. You didn't give him a chance to fully explain himself. He won't talk now. She won't talk now. You kept trying to push your own agenda. Weird. Okay. I don't have any more. I have one power crystal. Okay. Have 2 bliss crystals. This node is inevitable. It must be played to unlock other nodes. Okay. Nora strides forward.
Enough, alright, enough!
Uh-oh.
We've been going out of our minds with worry for days. We heard you might be the sort of person who'd want to help. Help when people are lost, but you're just digging for details. Is the story all you care about? We don't need that. Come on, Paul. If she's not gonna help us, we'll find someone who will.
Jade's a stranger to us and a journalist to boot. A hardened shell is practically a job requirement. But Nora's words have caught her off guard. She steps back, arms hanging loose at her side. Okay. You may want to respect the emotions she is feeling. Yeah. It's clear Nora has more to say, so I keep quiet. We've all been through the ringer of late. This might help her relieve some pressure.
I knew I shouldn't have gotten so hyped. But who you are, what you do, you seem to be doing so much good around here. I really don't have words for it, so I thought... But I understand. I'm in no position to ask for more. Let's go.
Nora.
Jade's eyes have misted over. There are tears there welling up at the edges.
Oh, shit. I didn't mean to... Oh, hell,
It's okay. It is. Don't worry about it.
The hard edge has evaporated almost completely. Jade wipes her eyes, then her nose.
The last few days, they've been a lot. Like, a lot. The last few months, even. Harder than anything I could ever imagine.
She looks up, trying to force her tears back down. Okay. You did get what you wanted, plus you respected Jade's feelings. Have 3 bliss crystals. Notice never must be played to unlock the other nodes. Have 3 bond crystals. This node is inevitable. Lose 2 bliss crystals. Dang. Nora gave you an opportunity to learn more about Jade. I think we should go for bond.
Maybe I can help. Maybe. Ursula was involved in some stuff. MK stuff, I think. Talking about her disappearance in public? Yeah, probably not a good idea. Last thing I need is more MK heat. Same goes for you lot.
Relief crackles through my spine, lightening at an unseen load. She's going to help us. Nora has retreated into silence. Knowing her, she's probably regretting her outburst, but it got us what we needed.
I don't know about this MK stuff. But if you can help me find my Ursula, well, that's the only thing that matters.
I'm sorry if I was harsh. You know? Really, I am. Fighting against MK is like pushing away a glacier. No matter how hard we work, it's useless.
Nora looks like she's still wallowing in shame. We'd both been mistaken Jade's cold demeanor for callous disinterest. Should I? Hold on. You can't see all the words with my face in the way. It's like an hour and a half later and I finally figured that out. Okay. So this looks like an inevitable. Yep. Gain 10 bliss crystals? Dang. Oh, I don't have 3, so I have to play. It's safe, and it's what Jade wanted. It's a win-win situation. Okay. We can't risk it. We can't risk a war with MK.
We keep the search secret. Quiet. For now.
Oh, but
What? Get back over there.
Laszlo, I know, but we can't risk it.
yeah. You're probably right. Just feels like we're sitting on our hands.
Jade seems to approve.
I haven't seen Ursula in almost 5 years now. I can't guess what she was up to, or where she went.
For a moment I can tell Jade's trying to figure out exactly what I mean. It looks like she's itching to ask me more about my relationship with my mother, but opts not to pry.
You can never really know anyone. Not really. Trust me. Found that out the hard way. I had to learn how to trust people. MK's everywhere. And sometimes a relative's the best way to get to you.
Yep.
That's rough.
In a way, it only goes to show why I fight. And against who.
The tension seems to break. End of school day vibes wash over the otherwise empty park.
Well then, I'd better, make myself scarce.
Us too. We should get back to the Naiads.
Here's my number. Call me if I can help. I mean it.
She flashes her phone screen at Nora, who pulls out her own phone and types in the number. Okay. Jade has more to say, especially to Nora. As it turns out, Jade lives near the Naiads, so we agree to walk back together. For the first time I notice what a beautiful day it is. The sun warming my skin, the breeze flicking at the loose strands of my hair. We meander through Alma, the 4 of us. It feels almost tranquil.
It's not easy for someone to go missing on this island. Everyone knows everyone and everything. Alma's a small world. A tight-knit community. You'll find her. Problem is, you've got MK between where you are now and where you want to be. No way you're avoiding a tussle.
When I left Atina, Mono Concern was a background noise, just a detail in our lives. Now they're a juggernaut, unchallenged, inescapable. I've realized I'm angry. Resentment burns in me each day, each and every time I hear that name. Sorry. It's getting late for me. Actually, it's not that late. We turn a corner and the Naiads floats into view. Nora crosses the path to the walk alongside Jade.
Didn't mention it before, but I think I was approached by those MK goons you mentioned. The public health project guys.
Shit. Egregore and everything.
Yeah.
Was this the job she told me about?
Listen. You didn't ask for it, but here's my advice. You see them coming again? You run. Or tell them to fuck off, or scream at them, or whatever. But do not take their money, Nora. I'm serious.
No, yeah, I wasn't going to.
I've heard rumors. People who came back the very opposite of healthy, and ones who never came back at all.
There have been other disappearances?
Hard to tell. People go missing all the time, especially the ones society pushes to its edge.
I can tell Jade's trying to sound reasonable. She's had to deal with so much.
Sometimes they just move on. Change cities. There are rarely any records. But recently, a lot more people than normal have gone away. And most haven't come back.
But the ones who did come back?
Said they were given this egregore stuff. Pills or injections. And that was it. Some got sick, others were fine. But no clarity of mind business.
Could this be the moment to tell the truth? No, not yet. Reverie is my burden to bear, for now. And how do I bring up the aspirations without sounding like I'm having a stroke?
And bear that burden you shall.
Thank you, Power.
You must.
I try to ignore Power's voice. I don't want to start acting weird and lose what little trust we've built with Jade. No, not far now. Jade gives us a nod and a wave as she heads into her building. As we turn to leave, Bliss appears alongside me. I smile at Nora and Laszlo as we walk along in companionable silence, and Bliss laughs.
Someone's been busy. Well, guess what? We've been busy too. You're not the only bunch investigating. Bond and Power and I have news.
Truth still clings to life, but they are beyond our reach alone. Even our own ties have been severed. But we are close. So very close.
Our world does not cease to be when you are not viewing it. It is imperative that you stabilize your home front quickly so that you may assist us in Reverie. Do whatever you must.
I'm trying.
We know. So, here's the plan. We can clear the way to Truth Sanctuary, but after that, we'll have to summon you. Be ready.
Okay. End of chapter. Dang. Choosing an outcome. You have reached the end of the act. It is time for you to choose an outcome. The ones you have unlocked with the crystals you gathered are available. Close this tutorial. Okay. This is like the only... I can't... If you don't have what it takes to lead the way, then fine. I can help them find their memory now. Okay. Dang. Truth's buried temple. Bliss is here, bouncing from foot to foot.
Took your time?
Where are we?
Truth's domain. Figured out a way inside. Finally. Anyway, shall we?
I'm surprised to find a cave, cold and damp, not at all where I imagined the aspiration of truth would reside. Empty walls, clear water, an unfillable void. It could be how they picture facts and accuracy. Cold, solid.
Chilly in here, innit?
Bliss whistles to herself despite the dour surroundings. I see truth there in the center. They are broken, shattered. I move closer, my footsteps echoing in the void without dying entirely. Even sound can't hide in here.
Right then. Let's get this old witch back in shape, shall we?
The diminutive aspiration digs through her pockets, extracting a multitude of objects. A garlic press, a halberd, a small owl-like creature staring out from a cage.
I know it's in here somewhere. Aha!
She brandishes a colossal tube of glue the size of a bazooka. Not surprisingly, it's an eye-blistering pink.
Now then.
She uncaps the tube. Somehow it feels all of this is for show, a ritual tied to Bliss's nature. Yet something changes in the air. A vibration, a rhythm, a hum, coming from the statue itself. So they were all statues before they were awoken? Oh, good. Gotta use that crazy glue to put her back together. Pretty. Oh! Hello, who are you? We're getting closer to finding Ursula. I can feel it. Reverie is guiding me through this maze, but there's still a lot I need to figure out for myself. Does this not end? Is this just like the forever demo? Silence reigns in the cave. The new figure stands before me, regarding me with cool eyes. I hope Liz was right, that they know where my mother is. The aspiration stirs. Bliss, bond, power, they're all here.
I am truth. I am the eye that sees, the unveiled, the watcher in the dark. And I am whole, once more. Thanks to you, Harmony.
That name again. No matter.
You're welcome. But please, my mother, Ursula Beauclair, do you know where she is?
My memories remain out of reach, shattered, like my cell. Although I cannot tell you where your mother may be, I do know her fate is entwined with that of Chaos. And that it was Chaos who incapacitated me.
Bliss is sitting on the ground, visibly annoyed by something. Bond seems to be uncomfortable, but Power stands and begins pacing, almost marching.
This is outrageous. We have tolerated this charlatan's exploits for far too long. I told you before, Chaos would be the death of us. Always scheming and plotting against their own kin. They may have a maze, but I have an army. I'll flush him out in no time.
I don't like the sound of that at all.
No. Such violence would only widen the rift that already threatens to tear Reverie apart.
Right?
We need to listen to each other, please. Harmony. Our kin Chaos retreated to their endless maze shortly after Truth disappeared. Now we know why.
That maze. Is it impenetrable?
It's a labyrinth of trickery and tomfoolery built by a coward. I'd go in there myself, only
We cannot enter an aspiration's domain without being invited.
And that charlatan will never let us in. They will refuse to fight face to face.
That's enough. Chaos may be unbound, but the secret to their return is consensus, not division.
Bond is correct. War is an engine of strife, and in direct opposition to our needs. And may I remind you, we have other matters to attend to. Our realm lies in tatters, a shadow of itself. Glory refuses reason at every turn. We must decide where our attention is most required.
So I guess Glory is the last of the aspirations. I need to remind them of my own goal.
I have to find my mother. For the sake of my own family.
Did I speak too frankly? They seem surprised.
I hope you understand.
Certainly. It is the logical choice. But I would suggest that a search for Chaos and a search for Ursula may well be one and the same.
I don't understand. Why would they be linked? What aren't you telling me?
Not a single one of them can look me in the eye. Another secret, another closed door. I need to pry open with my bare hands.
I may have a mutually beneficial solution. May. As I say, my memory remains treacherous. Go home. Await the coming of tomorrow, and we will see if fate guides us true.
Fate?
The laugh escaping my throat hurts.
Fate is an easy word to throw around. I'll wait for tomorrow.
I am pleased.
The other apparitions look set to launch into their own sales pitches, but I've made up my mind. I bid them farewell, close my eyes, and plunge back down the rabbit hole to Brittle. I'm back at the Naiads. Traveling between the two realms is always a brief and uneventful affair. Wait, I'm not alone. Something fogs my vision, a popping, crackling sensation that can only be...
Well, that was a pretty mess, wasn't it?
Chaos. I don't understand. Bond said you were hiding, so how are you here? Now?
Hiding? I'm not hiding. I'm out here relaxing, taking a load off, escaping the rat race. You've seen the others. Can you blame me? Doesn't mean I can't talk to you, though, you lucky thing.
But why? Why won't you work with them, then?
Because they've got it all wrong, you see?
I am chaos, as much as truth is truth and power is power. They aren't just names, my dear. I'm not hiding from you. I'm just in a place that requires effort to reach. Live your life by my name. I'm sure we'll see each other soon. Bye-bye for now.
And they're gone, taking their riddles with them. Live your life by my name. They're offering me another path, right? Whatever's coming my way, I need a break. It's late. I'm tired and anxious about whatever truth is planned for tomorrow. Time to eke out whatever rest I can manage. This is the heart screen. Okay. It shows the number of crystals you have collected throughout the story. Aspirations need egregore to extend their influence over Brittle. Collecting their crystals fills up the gauge that represents their need for egregore. You can press H to open the screen at any time on the egregore. Fulfilling an aspiration's need for egregore completely will change Atina's destiny. Will you choose a champion? Or will you try to maintain balance between the forces ruling both Reverie and Brittle? I want to be... Like, I know it looks like we're going for Bliss right here, but I really want to get, like, an even number, you know? But somehow I feel like that's going to be really difficult. Be ready to continue your journey in June. Will the aspirations help you in finding Ursula? Will you manage to save both Reverie and Brittle? Da-na-na-na. Cool. Alright, everybody, that was Harmony. And I think I'm going to call it for today. I know we typically do another hour of stuff, but considering how long some of these narrative ones are, I really have to get to bed early tonight because tomorrow is a market day and I have to be at market at like 7 o'clock in the morning. I also have not packed my car, so I'm going to go do that. But thank you guys for joining me, and I will see y'all on Thursday where we're going to play another demo. Okay, bye-bye!
Thank you for joining me as I played Harmony, Fall of Reverie by Don't Nod. This demo is free to play on Steam. If you'd like to play it for yourself, check out the link to the description below. The full game is due to be released June 8th, 2023. If you enjoyed what you saw, please leave a like, a follow, and ring that notification bell so you know when the new episode drops. Also, don't forget to check out the link to the completely free Discord server to chat about games and whatever else is on your mind. Let's keep the comments chill, so no hate or spoilers, as I'm not above removing those comments and the people who make them. That's all for now, folks, and I'll see you next time.